BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guest here, Dan Letzring. Hey, Dan, this is a board game show, and you know what that means.
What's that?
I mean, we got to play a board game, right? We got to play a game.
Yeah.
I've got my buddy here coming in. Let's see if he's ready. Spencer.
Hello, BJ,
Thanks,
Steve, and Dan. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Well, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Spencer's from the Lighten Up Initiative. Do we know Sagan tonight?
His name is Segan, and
sorry.
that's fine. I guess not. I think he might be otherwise occupied. But yes, my co-host Segan and I are hosting a podcast called Board Games Are Fun.
And they are, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe no one's taken that title, Spencer.
Right?
No one had that title.
I'm telling you, it's this brain right here. That's all it took.
Board games are fun.
Yep. Easy to remember.
Yeah, so they've got a great podcast, Board Games Fun. It's actually in video format. You can watch them chat, and you also push it out to all the different services, right?
Right. Well, we started just doing audio, and then this last one we recorded last week, we thought to do it on video and actually did it with a live chat so that during the different segments, people could chime in, ask questions, maybe answer some of our questions that we don't know the answer to. And it was really successful. So I think we're going to start doing that from now on.
Very good.
So, Steve, we need to get Spencer and Segan on the show.
Yep.
And then my buddy Sagan from Southern Board Game Fest. And then we can really mix me up when we're talking to Segan and Sagan and Spencer and Steve.
Yep.
And my head is just going to go, I will not be able to handle that. That's going to be tough.
Worth it to do it just for that reason.
Yep.
All right.
Exploding head.
I invited Spencer to come on the show to help us out with Dan because Spencer, we have a problem. We have been losing at the ENVIE game a lot. We really have. So I'm hoping your big brain, that creative brain that you have, you can help us crack the code of Dan Letzring. But just in case anybody hasn't seen the show before tonight, Steve, tell everybody how we're going to play the ENVIE game.
Sure. We're going to play the ENVIE game, and we told Dan beforehand that he's going to have to think of a game, not tell us. And we're going to have to play kind of like 20 questions, but it's knowing us going to be more like 40 questions if we ever get there, to try and figure out what game he's thinking about. It could be the one that he's really jonesing to play, or if he, a grail game he wants, or had the perfect situation. What would you sit down and play right now? You have one in mind, Dan?
I do. It's actually, I picked the last game I've played. So.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Oh,
So
no going to Twitter. No,
we're
Twitter.
going to ask questions live, but we'll also pay attention to the chat crew. And it's kind of a race between the chat crew and the three of us to try and figure things out, or for Dan to play, four corners and stall it out and take the game.
No, keep the game moving.
No. He's just gonna wear us out. We can't get there, and he's gonna spread the defense and just make us wait.
Awesome.
Speaking of chat crew, Evan says, Spencer, now he can't start his podcast. Fun games. I'm bored. No, it's already taken.
It's already taken.
Those words are already taken. So.
Yep, that's right.
You know what? In fact, you can't use Meeple or board game. What is some? You can't use any of those things, right?
I mean, board games are fun, and pile of games and little things like that just get right to it. Tell you what you got.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, Dan, you got the rules to the game?
Yeah.
First question.
Okay.
And I always ask this one. Is it a competitive or a cooperative game? And based on tonight's conversation, I'm going to guess it's competitive.
It's competitive.
All right.
Wait, aren't these yes or no questions?
It's not really yes or no because we got to keep the show
Why don't you
moving.
try asking me again, BJ?
So I'm going to go. It's competitive,
Okay.
and that narrows it down to only about 105,000 games, Spencer. So
Okay.
we're really getting close.
Okay.
Good start, BJ. Good start.
All right, Spencer, what you got?
Was it released in the last 3 months?
No.
Ooh, Evan's got a guess. He says Cosmic Encounter.
Right off the bat.
Wow, he doesn't like space games.
I already said I hate things themed in space. Sorry.
Steve, what you got?
Would you say that it's a highly thematic game?
No.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting. Dean wants to know if it's card based or is it more board game based? Which board, card? What do you think?
I think it has to be a yes or no question.
It does not.
He's taking over
This
the
is
show.
the ENVIE game. This is the ENVIE game. We can't step on where words because that's copyrighted, right?
Oh, fair.
What did he say?
It is not card based.
Is not
Ooh,
card-based.
Dean. Kelly wants to
Okay.
know: are there dice in this game?
Yes.
By the way, Steve, I think Dan wants to win.
Yeah, well, he's not. He's
really
not playing
wants to
around.
No, I
Okay,
just
so
didn't know how to, yeah, I don't. I'll tell you after. But yes,
There
All right,
are
so-
dice. There are
Kelly,
dice.
Kelly says there are dice, Kelly. So that's narrowing it down. Spencer, you got a question?
Does it come in a square box?
no.
I think Spencer's taken Beth Sobel's place in terms of interesting
Most
questions. 'cause
interesting questions.
That's a really good question. Steve, what
Beth's
you got?
not here, so I would want to. I guess we should ask one of her, patented questions. Is this a game that if it was a person, you'd want to be friends with it? That's a Beth Sobel special.
You made the Beth Sobel look.
Yep,
Probably not.
probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
weird one. I don't know how to answer that with this.
It's a great question. She always asks that. Is the designer an American?
I gotta Google that.
Mm.
I think so, though.
Steve did mention to have Board Game Geek handy, Dan.
It's true.
I know. I do. I have the page open right here.
Dean wants to know if it's thematic. I think
he
Steve
said-
asked
He
that.
said no, not terribly.
Not terribly. Yeah, Evan, we all could use more Beth in our lives.
Absolutely.
Yes, I totally agree.
I don't.
Spencer, you got a question?
I don't think so. No, I don't think the designer
Doesn't
is.
think it's American. So a quick recap.
American.
We don't know how recently it was made, but we know that it was very recently played.
Yes, designer is not American.
It's not. It's got dice. You'd say it's not card based. It's not terribly thematic. You wouldn't really want to be friends with it. We haven't narrowed down much more than that, have we?
And it's not space themed, right? Did you say that?
We know what it's not.
It's not in a square box.
Not in a
It's
square
not-
box, right? Not in a square box. Thank you, Spencer.
Mhm.
But not
Oh.
thematic and competitive. It
Ooh.
was the lead question. The big question was competitive.
You have a question, Spencer?
I'm thinking of one.
Is it considered kind of a mathy game?
No.
I was thinking, the Power Grid weird box.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not that one. Steve or
he said
Spencer?
that- he said
Oh,
there
here we
are
go.
dice.
Perla's got a good one.
Oh, that's a
Has
good
it
one.
won an award?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bradley wants to know, is it a dice-based version of another game?
I will even tell you on BGG, it has under awards and honors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 listed.
Wow. Okay.
So
Bradley wants to know, is it a dice-based version of another game?
no.
That's a good
Wow,
question,
so
too.
it's not Istanbul the dice game or something like that. Oh, I like this question. Dean wants to know, could an African swallow carry the box?
Well, it could hold on to the husk, couldn't it?
You do it, Dean.
He's going Python.
I know.
He's doing Monty Python. Oh, I like that.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's correct. It's not Bananagrams the dice game.
No.
Dean wants to know if it's Roll for the Galaxy. No. Dean, that was
Spencer asked about it being recent, but maybe we can go back a little bit further. Has it been? Would you say that has it been published in the last 5 years? Older.
Oh,
Okay.
Dean wants to know if
Interesting.
Nirvana designed it. No, Nirvana did not design it. Okay, sorry about that.
Does it-
Go ahead, Spencer.
does it heavily focus on dice? Are dice used quite a bit in the game?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bradley wants to know, do
Bradley's
you
asking. That's a good
roll the
follow-up.
dice? Because you know that Beyond the Sun game we talked about, you never actually roll the dice. You just use them.
Right.
You do roll the dice every turn.
Every turn.
And he said dice, not die, right?
Oh, Nicholas, you just beat me to it. I was thinking that because that's not terribly. It's trying to be thematic, but I don't know that it is.
No, it's not.
Not try.
Wonder if it has some sort of Yahtzee mechanism in it.
Well, that's a good question.
Oh, good question.
Does it have a Yahtzee style mechanism in it?
Define what you would call a Yahtzee style mechanism.
You roll, then choose something to keep.
Okay, that
And then-
part of it, it does not. So there's no re-rolling,
No re-rolling.
Oh, okay.
right? I guess that's what.
Yep.
Does it have a shoe and an iron in it?
No. No poodles either. Or
No poodle.
but-
I like this one. Is it Castles of Burgundy?
no.
No. That's definitely not an American design. All
Is
right.
the designer someone whose name most gamers would recognize?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't.
so we're not talking a Boza or a Cathala.
That also gets rid of Feld and his dicey things. And
Yeah, not Feld. We keep thinking it's European, but we haven't actually said that.
Sorry. Yes, you would recognize the designer, I think.
Okay.
Well, so the thing is, this designer, how do I get this? They have a handful of games. They're like a couple big ones, but they're like popular big, not big. But
are there multiple designers on the game? Is there a single designer or is it a team?
single designer.
All right. So let's recap here. We've got a non-American designer that won a lot of awards, that's got dice-based, and they've had some relatively big enough hits to where we would recognize, us gamers would recognize the names.
I don't know if you'd recognize. I mean, you know the games for sure. They don't.
Okay.
And it's not in a square box.
It's not. That's
We're
the key
missing
one.
that, Spencer. That's going to bring us home. That's going to be the one that clinches it.
That will be it.
Yeah.
I mean, think you would have played Castles of Tuscany?
No,
Is it
but he
Castles
said
of
older
Tuscany?
than, he said older than 5 years, though.
That's brand new.
That's right. Older than 5 years.
hmm
Older than 5 years. Dice
And lots of dice being rolled
I mean, yeah.
on every turn.
What?
Burla's got a good question about let's try to narrow down time frame. Is it a game that could be played in an hour?
Less.
Less.
Okay, so it's not Settlers of Catan. It's not Catan, even though you roll a dice on every turn.
But he said
It's
lots
not
of
Catan,
dice.
is it?
He was making it sound like there's handfuls of dice that you're rolling each turn.
It's Istanbul was 2014. Is there dice in there? Or is that just in the dice version? I don't remember if there's any dice in there.
I don't think there.
Spencer, you got a
The way he's
question?
been describing it, I don't think that's what he means.
Is it in the top 200 games on BGG?
Good question.
I gotta relook at that.
Interesting.
That's a good question.
Man, I
Is
feel
it in the what?
top 200.
Oh,
Top 200? No.
Role players not
Role-player, but
role
I
play
think-
was within the last 5 years,
yeah,
right, Steve?
yeah. I think
Role player is a great game, but it is
Yeah.
not role player.
Fair.
he's going to make us
Do-
ask that as a yes/no question, probably, Kelly.
is,
Dice or roll?
Was
is
the
it a
question-
euro? Is it a euro? Do you
No.
consider it a euro?
No.
But not terribly thematic, though.
Right.
Right.
Not a euro, not terribly thematic.
Not terribly thematic.
Holy man. Nick wants to know if it's Favor of the Pharaoh.
No.
Hmm.
No. Bang
He's,
the
he's
bullet.
also saying short, though, too.
I don't. Is there dice in Bang? Bang
Someone-
the dice game.
There's Bang the Dice game. It is not Bang the Dice game.
Yeah.
Someone asked how many dice are rolled. I can answer that. There are
Okay.
6 dice. 6 dice. Dean, I think
Dean
you
wants to
might
know if
have-
he's,
Are,
Yes.
Dean
are,
wants to know if he's played it before. Has Dean played it before?
I think so.
are there many other components than just the dice?
Not many. There is some other things, yes, but not much.
Is it a roll and write?
It might be, yes.
Is it Gone Sean Clever?
No.
No.
It would have to be older than that, though, too, though. Because
I'm trying to remember when the original Gone 20. Let's see.
Did you say whether it was one or two people, or is it a single designer?
Someone guessed it in the chat.
Quix? Is it Quix?
It's Quix.
Oh,
Wow, nicely
nice job,
done.
Dean.
Well done, Dean. Had you played it, Dean? Did that give it away that you had played it before?
I know, right? Was that the golden answer?
You know what's funny is that this was the very first answer. Evan said Quix of Fiddlinberg.
I almost changed it, but then it just scrolled past and no one mentioned it, and I was like, "Cool,
Good
we'll just."
question.
I thought it was a jokey joke answer. Evan, if that was if you were trying to make a joke, I get it. But if that was his guess, that was wow, right off the bat. I mean,
Yeah, so
What?
actually, right before bed tonight, we played Potion Explosion, me and the kids, and then Quix.
Cool.
And it's a fun one. It's quick. It's
Dean,
nice.
I'm sorry. Evan's taking credit. He says, I said that ages ago.
And look at it.
Yeah,
Everyone's saying we love this game, right?
I'm going to call shenanigans on Evan if he, you tack on the of Fiddlinberg, and I don't think it,
Well, that's why, right? That's why no one noticed it. But so the designer, I mean, I didn't know his name, but he also did the game, right? You know the
Stefan
game,
Bendorf, right?
It's Stefan Bendorf, right?
Yeah. So
and he's got a new game out right now, I think,
I don't know.
from Pandasaurus. He's got a brand new game out at Essen.
Did he do? He didn't do Ohanami, did he?
Yeah, Ohanami. That's
it. It's kind of game-like. I've got that one supposedly coming from Miniature Market soon.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to give it to Evan there. Sorry, Dean. I'm telling you, that's. I mean, I'm looking at the thing. He had a lot of joke questions, but wow, that is the. I think he got it. We just missed it, man. Not bad at all. That's never happened.
Evan's laughing when he says, "Ha ha, I win." That doesn't sound like a real effort to take credit for a win there.
Evan posted that before we did any questions. That was unbelievable. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, that is.
We hadn't started.
All right, so that is ENVIE. We've got a little controversy here. We're not quite sure whether it's Dean. Dan, I'm going to let you have the last word. Is it Dean or is it Evan? You make the call. Which one is it?
So I'm going to have to say Dean did it based on actually what we were talking about. Evan just was guessing random stuff and just making up funny names. So I think I'm going to have to give it to Dean on this one.
Okay, nicely done.
Yeah, congrats,
I
Dean.
think I tend to agree.
The crown goes back to Meepletown.
Yeah, it goes back to the trophy goes back to Meepletown based on the shenanigans. Spencer, before we let you go and close out the show, tell everybody about your podcast and what you and Segan are doing.
That's correct.
I keep wanting to say Sagan from Southern Board Game Fest.
So Segan's my friend for several years now, and got him into board gaming, and we're really good friends, and we just wanted to talk about how much fun board games are and why we like them and the kinds of experiences that we have whenever we play. And because we don't live in the same town, we don't play together very often. But it's just a good time us talking about different topics. And if you want to just listen to people chat and then now join in on the conversation when we do it live, check out Board Games Are Fun. You can find it on any podcast platform, and also will be on YouTube live on the Lighten Up initiative, and that is every other Wednesday. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Well, thanks for helping us. We still didn't win, even though we tried to bring the ringer in, Spencer. But we'll be seeing you next season. I think you and C going to be coming on. So looking forward to it. Better be coming on.
Sounds good.
Check out the Lighten Up initiative if you want some good, funny, wholesome content out there. Spencer and Laura Williams, some of our favorite people. So thanks for coming in, Spencer.
Thanks for having me.
See you, Spencer.
Bye-bye.
Well, Steve, we tried, but bringing in the ringer, but Dan was just too tough, too good. He really wanted to win this thing.
Well, I thought that would be a good one. Yeah.
That was a really good one. And I actually enjoyed the questions. Steve.